Hello, welcome back. Last time I worked on some hard puzzles and got at least one of them done, so Ascend is finished, and I realized that I can work on Asteroid, and I got it partially done. Also imagined that I had finished Exodus, but I totally did not. So when I'm in this situation where I'm stuck on multiple puzzles at once, usually what I want to do is always work on the one I have seen least recently, if I feel like stepping away from the others. So I'm going to go to Missile, which is here, and see what I know about it now. So, what this room seems to be about is getting this off, stepping here, getting it back on, well, releasing the pressure plate, stepping here, pressing the pressure plate, and blowing this up. So, problem with doing that, it's the simple way, is that these drop and I only get one trip in and out. One trip in, one trip out. 2 trips out if I can jump this gap twice, but I only know how to jump this gap once. My suspicion is that each of these bomb bugs is supposed to help me jump the gap 1 time. But how could that be true? If it takes 2 to push a thing that I jump on and then blow the other one up with. Don't think it could. Alright, what are the ways that I can slide a block without a bomb bug's help and get onto it? I think there are none. As you know, if I slide this way, I'm too slow to get on it. There are no waypoints to help me out. If I slide from anywhere else, I'm just too far behind everything. I'm nowhere near being able to get on that. Having more blocks over here wouldn't help me. Getting a bomb bug in here doesn't seem particularly productive. I have no way to detonate it remotely. Could it be that what I'm doing is actually just this once and then, I don't know, crossing this gap or something? There's a monster block I haven't really done anything with. I mean, I guess I used it for a little bit of bomb bug routing. Now, hold on a second. No, see, right, yeah, so it feels like such a great idea to explode over here, push this off, get out using one set of trapdoors, do that, get the other bomb bug in here and have it toggle the pressure plate again. But there is no other bomb bug because they both blow up on the way in here. What is it that I can do? Wait a second. No. And to cross this gap, I do have to be sliding with a horizontal component. Some amount of eastward, and an extra explosion for a second push while I'm in mid-slide off the edge. I guess alternately I could have like bomb bug here and here, or here and here, get on a thing there, blow this one up, and well, I would fall in that. Okay, so it'd have to be slightly different. So like here, here, I'm standing there, blow you up, I go there, blow you up, I go there. Yeah, cool. Then I'm in, but both of these are spent. There's gotta be a reason for this. Surely. Gotta be a reason for... Well, these are how I climb onto a block, which I do want to do. Going in here, getting out, and then sending something in that's not me. I don't think could work. Remind me of something. Do I have a way to put a bomb bug on top of a push block if I wish? Well, the fact that that block is right there is inconvenient for that. I would have to move it in place later. That's fine, I can do that. Sure, again, if I don't care about my resources, and just to answer that question as posed, I could do... yeah, that's fine. That's the wrong spot. This is the right spot. It is? No. Okay, so the answer to the question strictly is yes, but now you're just kind of stuck there. Okay, now something I hadn't been thinking about, though, is that I can do that. Does that matter? Oh, hold on a second. Aha! I got something. Maybe. Doesn't really go anywhere good. The idea was, I pack a bomb bug on top of a push block. I slide that, then the other one explodes it across the gap. Then I somehow unpackage that, I guess by like stacking 2 remaining push blocks here. This one can be turned into 1 on that. Here and here. Hop up onto it, have you hop off your thing, I guess push that into the pit. Still have a monster block somehow so I can push you that way. Then I have my on-off. Problems with that. I think the main one is just that you end up isolated on here without being able to ever explode again. Because I've used up both of these to go in here and push this off in the first place. Now that could get me another push block. Can that be meaningful somehow? See, no, you're never blowing up if you're isolated here. But yeah, note that I could get another push block out of this. If I were using up both of the bridges or both the bomb bugs to get my body over there. If I went in, I could have a bomb bug follow me with some effort. No, I couldn't, but I could bring it in from the other side, while also going in there myself. Probably. Let's make sure that's actually possible. I think it is. Of course. Easily. Easily, he says. I guess it would have to look like this. That's perfectly fine. I guess I haven't really, like, actually explored this route yet. Okay. Yeah, that's cool. Doesn't really matter. I suppose then... Oh! And that's a way I can get another bomb bug out. Okay, so then I can have 2 on the outside. I might start to have something usable here. I didn't bring the push block with me. Okay, so now I have a situation. Can I do something with this extra bomb bug? See, I could now launch myself in there, but also that's not too productive. There's no way I could do it such that I could blow my way back out. Unless I had two in there. With one, I can't launch myself in. I'm not going to somehow get a primed bomb bug going through here and falling on the ground and then exploding these. Like, there's no way for that. But I don't know, I feel like this puzzle state is new and interesting. Missile makes me think that I'm launching something explosive, like a bomb bug on a block is going in somewhere. Wait, yes! 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 Yes, that can work! Yeah, I can do that. Of course, it doesn't have to be primed, it can hop off, but then it wouldn't explode. No, 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 no. There's no way for it to actually blow up here. No. Yeah, getting two next to each other, that's not going to cause an explosion. Am I the missile? Is one of you the missile? Is something else the missile? This feels likely like the puzzle state I want. I just don't understand how yet. Wait, hold on. Second bomb bug on the inside. What that could mean is if I'm up high, two of them could blow me back out. But then that would require two to survive me blowing my way in. So I don't think that happens. Doesn't look like it to me. Alright, let's evaluate something else. Could I... There are other ways to do what I wanted to do here. Okay, so check this out. I can put a bomb bug in there without going in there myself. Oh yeah, and I don't even have to involve the monster block. I can just stick you in the corner. I'd like to stick you in another corner, though. Still don't know what this row of trapped or over hot coals is about. Alright, you just sit over there. I can go in, I can retrieve this, and you can eventually land on that plate. I can retrieve this if I go in the other way. Alright, well, you're looking at me, that's fine, I can change that. Yeah, why don't you sit here? Okay, this puzzle state. So I don't think I benefit from having anything more on, having a block in here. Okay. So now, you go in the thing. And then what happens? You're out, yes. So let's imagine this puzzle state somehow is good for me. Just to double check a thing. So I'm pretty sure, but I want to make absolutely sure. Yeah, in that state, I do not get hang time, I just fall in the pit. With both of these, I could travel in there. I would rather not travel in there. Unless I have two with me already. Now, I didn't use you. So if you were in there... Okay, so no matter which direction I'm going, it takes two to cross the gap with me on it. And I do not have 4 bomb bugs, so 2 crossings is impossible. Unless there's some way I'm just not conceiving of to 1 bomb bug away in there. But I don't think there is. So let's just to check what would happen if I put both of you in here at once. No. No. The only purpose I can imagine for this is pulling a bomb bug onto a thing to start a thing moving. But that doesn't make sense to me. Because for one thing, if I wanted to move orthogonally, that means that you would have to... Well, you won't see me through the block, unless you're stacked up high. Okay, so I could, like, put one up high, put it here, or here, or here. I don't know. Stand up high and have it jump off its thing to explode. Because if you're on the ground, you won't see me through the thing I want to move orthogonally. If you're moving something diagonally, it will not reach... anywhere productive. If I'm pulling you vertically in some way... Ah, the monster block exists. Okay, the monster block could allow for such a thing. I could have a bomb bug here, a backstop here, or here. Bomb bug here, backstop here, monster block gets pushed into place, other block is there, this is dropped. You explode, you push the thing over. Let's see how that timing works out. With everything set up as mentioned. Which is going to be easiest done with a little friend here. Alright, little friend, you go right there. That's the block position. Sure, there's you. I know your job is done. Sorta. Maybe. Okay. So backstop. Sure, whatever. You here. Also gotta drop this. I don't make it in time. Okay, but then there's a tweak to this I could make. I want you over here. Oh, well, of course you can't. Never mind. I want one of these over here. Alright, well, you're not involved in... Alright, why don't you come here and be just out of the way for a minute. Shoo. That goes there. This goes here. And now I can do this productively. Okay. So there's a machine. Additional way to... So how to actually make this machine usable is going to involve this, I think. Ah. Can't. I'm not on the thing in time. Okay, well, alternatively, maybe I could have... So it would have to be like this at the northmost. Plus... This would have to move south, which it can do. You sit over here for a minute. No, none of this is any good. So I was trying to set it up so that I could be walking onto a thing. But see, no, I can... Okay, so it would have to be here and here. I'd get on the slider there, which would move me there. I'd explode you here. That would put me in there. See, I've done all this already, though. Still results in this being the only remaining bomb bug here. And that's not enough for me to escape. If only there were just like some diagonal that was not occupied by pits all around, but there aren't any. Okay, so that doesn't feel like it's it. Oh. No. For a second I was thinking, up high bomb bug in here, monster block also there, lure it onto monster block to kill. But the up high bomb bug can't affect the pressure plate without hopping down. Alternate idea. This feels like it might be going into break the puzzle territory, but what if you face this way? Let's see, does... other way around. Does a monster block scare before it falls? You go here. You come here. Right, fine. Well, I'd have to have you in an impossible spot. Is that true? No. Just have to do more scaring. Monster block does not scare before it falls. If it did, you could have faced south and I would have gone in here and blown you up and been safe. Okay. So another idea... Well, no, it's not, none of that's gonna work. I would still... No, hang on! No. I was thinking of, like, chaining an explosion to you. Still requires things that are just easier done the cooperative way. This mechanism is pretty straightforward. What does this get me to? Star key. But the entry and exit is not. Which puzzle elements do I understand? This is either for remote manipulation of a bomb bug or to get one closer to a wall than it would naturally go. At least one of these probably crosses this gap. Probably with me on it. Oh? Oh. Oh, I see something. I see something. I see something. Yes, I see something. Okay, this, again, might actually be in puzzle-breaking territory. But I'm doing it. Wrong way. Right, no, I would need to... No, I need to preserve that. No, so what I was thinking, once again, requires one more bomb bug than I have. Or one more bridge crossing than I have. Bomb bug here, bomb bug here. I step there, prime them, step back, they explode, this goes back on the thing. But that's not gonna happen. Let's look once again at crossing this gap and leaving one of these passages intact. I mean, I'm looking at it and it's nothing. It's not... It can't work. Can I multitask somehow? Like, with one explosion, move 2 blocks and... No. No multi-push, I can't, like, topple something over Chimera Lab style to, you know, telescope it out here. I'm imagining, like, hang on, I don't really have stacking in particular. Like, I can stack 2 things on top of each other here, but it won't do much. I certainly don't have elevation beyond 1. These are probably too far away to walk across on a block bridge on them. Also, that block bridge would have to be like knocked out of place by a bomb bug for anything to be productive there. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, no. Like, my search space is taking me farther and farther out from what seems reasonable, because what seems reasonable hasn't led anywhere. What lead exists here that I have not examined? Or did I discard one too early? Okay, so what are the major bifurcations here? I can do this and drop both of these at once. I could slide explode, which feels a little more in the spirit of what the puzzle seems to want, and drop just one of these while doing the same task but losing both bomb bugs in the process. A third one I don't really get, not until this is toggled again. Okay, now the other thing is if I bring a bomb bug in here, it can operate this. I get a push block out in case I want an extra. I get this bomb bug available to me. I still have one of the ones out here. I still have all my push blocks, including this one. But I have an unkillable bomb bug, isolated on a perfectly safe island here where no harm can ever befall it. Let's play with just sliding for a moment. Is there something I don't understand about that? If I do this, you're not sliding. If I do this, you're not sliding. If I do this, you're sliding, but you're too far ahead. Wait a second. Did I not recently make a mechanic change here? Did I actually apply this change? There was something There's something having to do with... No, this mechanic change doesn't apply here. Something having to do with doors closing and blocks sliding. But no, this is just pressure plate release rules. Yeah, there'd be no reason for you to ever slide in that situation, even in older versions. So no, I didn't break this with a game update. At least not that one. Also, vertical slide doesn't really help me here, I need horizontal. Specifically left to right. It's as though there's some way of achieving left to right slide that I'm unable to conceptualize here. Some way that lets me actually hop on this block without having started it via a bomb bug. But starting it via a bomb bug is the only way I know. I feel reasonably confident that somehow the solution involves sliding something on ice, getting on it, blowing up another bomb bug, like, next to here, and hopping this gap. Like, it's so close, it's very icy. There are push blocks, there are elevation mechanisms, they're kind of in a bad place, though. It just seems so natural, and yet... it doesn't lead anywhere. Okay, well, I tried my best. Missile is not yielding in any way to me. Alright, so next time, the oldest one that I have not been able to solve that I need to is Exodus. Can I get to that from here? Not quite. How do I get to it? How do I get to it? There's a stairway here, I think? Does that help me? Yeah. Alright, so next time I'm gonna look at Exodus again, and hope that I figure out something here.